This is Algebra Lesson 7.4, Graphing Inequalities in Two Variables. So, we have some inequalities. We've practiced graphing equalities, y equals mx plus b, standard form. And when we're doing an inequality, we start the same way. We would still look for the boundary line. We'd plot the line, but rather than stopping there, we'll either do a dotted line or a solid line, depending on what symbol we have. If we have a regular inequality, we will just draw a dotted line. If we have a or equal to style of inequality, we'll draw a solid line. And then we also have some shading to do. If we have a less than in either format, we shade below. And if we have a greater than in either format, we shade above. So, my first example here says y is greater than -2 minus x. I know how to graph y equals -2 minus x. I would go to my y-intercept of -2. My slope is -1, so I rise -1, run 1, rise -1, run 1, and repeat until I see where my line goes. Now this is a greater than symbol, meaning that I would not draw a line. I wouldn't connect these points. If I wanted to emphasize it a little bit more, I could make a dotted line, but I do not draw a line unless I see the or equal to line. With the line, draw a line. Without the line, leave it a dotted line. Now I also know that this is a greater than, so I would shade above. So at each end of my line, even in the middle if I wanted to, I'm going to draw arrows pointing up. So I know where to shade. I would shade up from the line. Don't think about shading in terms of left and right. Think about shading in terms of up and down. I'm shading up, not down. I'm not shading right, I'm not shading left, I'm shading up. My next one is y is less than or equal to 2 plus 3x. I can graph y equals 2 plus 3x by going to my intercept of 2, and my slope is 3, which means rise 3, run 1. And I can repeat the pattern to get my line. Because it's an or equal to, I can draw y equals 2 plus 3x. I can draw the line in. And then it says a less than, so I'm going to shade down from my line, which means I'm shading over here. I said it before and I'll say it one more time. Don't think about left and right. Both of these lines are actually shaded to the right, but one's a greater than, one's a less than. But one's shaded up and one's shaded down. My next example says the inequality y is less than -1 plus 2/3 x is graphed below. Check to see whether each point is part of the solution. So the point 3, -2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 falls right there. If a point is in the shaded region or on a solid line, that is a yes. If a point is on a dotted line or in the unshaded region, that is a no. So my first point A fell well into the shaded region. Yes, that is part of the solution. 3-1 falls right on a dotted line. So no, it is not part of the solution. If my less than had instead been a less than or equal to, then that answer would have been a yes. -1, 2 is obviously well in the unshaded region, and -2, -3 again falls on the line, but it's a dotted line, so no, it is not part of the solution to the inequality. Okay, that is it for the notes. Good luck with the exercises. Let me know if you need any help.